Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. And also Andrew Tucker Beats. Yeah, boxing content creator. Also music content creator. But today we're gonna be focusing on the music part. So I know this is new to a lot of my new subscribers and some of my old subscribers and people that have been with me for a while know that I am a producer, artist slash producer slash engineer. But yeah, today this video is going to be basically showing you guys how to mix a beat made from FL Studio 12. A beat made from FL Studio 12, how to split, how to separate, how to divide the patterns, the inserts, split the tracks, and send those individual tracks, those patterns, you shall say, over to Cubase 12, and it's an easy process, a few easy steps. So you'll be able, and it makes it easy, very easy, for you to mix and master your beat. Now you can mix and master. I'm already here. I already have FL Studio 12 pulled up. So let's go to the track that I'm going to send over. Let's go to the beat that I'm going to send over. And split the tracks, split the inserts, split the patterns, so there'll be their own individual patterns, the inserts, patterns, divided, split, and separated. And I'm going to show you that real quick. So I named this beat. The beat is already already arranged. The beat it's on song mode. I already pretty much arranged the beat. The beat is pretty much already laid out in other terms. So I guess I can give you guys like a sneak preview real quick before I go through the other steps. I guess I can show you, let you guys hear like a little sneak preview. Now this is not mixed. Now you have the option to mix your beats in FL Studio, of course. It's a music editing software as well, not just a beat making software, producing music, or just producing music. You can produce music. It's a music editing software. You can record vocals, mix your vocals, not just mix your beat, and things of that nature, or perfect your sounds, or mix and master and all that. You can do all of that on FL Studio 12. But I prefer sometimes to mix beats. I don't get me wrong, I mix my beats on FL Studio 12, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like mixing my beats on Cubase 12, which is another recording music editing software. And I like to mix my beats on there, I ain't gonna lie. But let's get a sneak preview so you can see my beat. My beat is already arranged, already on song mode. It's already song mode, already arranged, already laid out, organized and everything. Well, I can't use the word organized, but it's already laid out. And each pattern, let's go here real quick. I don't start. Sometimes you can have patterns, you can have it anywhere inserted on the mixer, and you can have up to like 1 to 50 patterns, in the mixer. It shows as inserts, and then you can name each instrument, each sound, each effect, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 patterns, and you can mix it up. You can have from you can do like pattern 12, pattern 15, pattern 30, pattern 50. No matter how, it just depends on how many patterns you're using to create a beat. It can be from 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 patterns creating a beat. It just depends on the it just depends on, you know, how many patterns you use, um and creating the beat and all that you're trying to do, you know, depending on the work, everything you're trying to do when it comes to the beat, you know what I mean, and things of that nature. But as you can see, you know, I got all of my patterns, or you can say inserts, because I numbered them so it could already be, you know, inserted into the mixer. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, of course, into the, already pretty much in the mixer, it goes by inserts and basically patterns. So basically, let's get a sneak preview. Let's get a sneak preview. So as you can see, like each pattern is in the mixer. Each pattern is in different in different inserts. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. And as you can see, but also if you for the producers that don't know, or engineers that don't know, or or they may already know, you know, of course, if you some of the best in the industry, best in the game, you know, of course, you should already, when it comes to FL Studio 12, you already know this little trick or this little tip. You already know this little tip. You know what I'm saying? Or this technique. Well, I would like to use, I don't know if I can use the word technique, or I can say this tip, this trick, you know, or this, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? If you already know how to do this, use basically the separator, and it's very helpful, very, very helpful when it comes to the quality of your mix. The quality of your mix when it comes to separating each instrument, sound, effect, or whatever, is giving each instrument, each sound, or maybe even melody loop, a drum loop, is giving it its own space. You know what I'm saying? Or the snare roll, the claps. If you decide to separate, you know, creating your own claps, your own snare drums, kicks, 808s, you know, bass, and all of, you know, whatever sound or instrument that you're using. You want to, you know, your percussions, your hi-hat, top hat, you know, your cymbals, whatever that you know, you can divide, you can know, and it has its own, with your creativity, has its own slot, I shall say, in its own breathing room. And it's going to also, when you separate, so I can show you, for example, see right here, you know, see right here, it's all together now. But when you separate, you're gonna hit a difference. You're gonna hit a slight difference. So let's go back. So all you do is go right here, right click, go down to separator, and it's gonna separate each insert, pattern, I shall say. And it's going to be very, trust me, learning that technique, I'm going to say technique, yeah. Learning that technique, trust me, it's going to help. It gives your each sound breathing room. It's not going to be clogging, you know, just pretty much clashing on the mixer. It's giving each sound its own space. I don't know if you guys knew this already, but basically, if you didn't know, now you know. It's a new technique, a new trick to learn, new strategy, you know, as far as helping you towards mixing your track. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, each of my patterns are basically separated. You know what I mean? So all my inserts are on the mixer. All my patterns are on the mixer. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and I'm going to save this. This is like a sad guitar, or you could say a sad emo type of beat, sad guitar type of beat. You know what I mean? And so I saved it, and now after I save, I'm going to go to export. And as you see, like once again, as you can see, like I already have all my inserts numbered, all my patterns numbered. You know, well, these are the patterns, but I could say all my inserts that, you know, that of course that shows up in the mixer. That shows up in the mixer. You know what I'm saying? And I have each insert separated, each pattern separated, divided, separated, whatever. And so now that I got it all separated, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to MP3. When I'm going to do wave, I'm a slightly big wave, slightly favorite wave with the wave a little better than the MP3. So I'm gonna do it wave file, and of course I save everything in music. Now where I want to, you know what? Okay, I already got a folder right here, so I want to save all of my split inserts, or split patterns, or split tracks, you shall say. All my split tracks will go in this folder right here. So it can be easily, so you can easily find your split tracks, your divided tracks, your split tracks, just patterns, whatever. So easy to find. You don't have to be scrolling all through the computer and stuff looking for the file. So I already created a folder, sad emo, sad guitar beat. So I'm gonna choose this folder. That's where my split tracks are going to go to. That's the folder is going to go to. And so I guess I'm ready to save. And I guess I hit save. So it's already got it highlighted, or I already clicked on it. You know what I mean? As you can see, the total time is 1 minute 57 seconds. It's in as far as mode, full song, of course. Wave bit depth is 16 bit. Normally sometimes I put it on 24 bit. It depends, but I'm gonna keep it right there at 16 bit. The quality resampling 128 point sync, and I'm gonna just keep that HQ for all plugins, of course. And everything that you see highlighted, just keep that highlighted. You know, just keep that on. You know what I mean? I shall say. And everything like it you see down here, miscellaneous, and then right here you're gonna click on split mixer tracks, and then we should be good. Let's go ahead and start, and we should be good to go. You know, right now it's rendering. Now a lot of top producers, a lot of guys with experience, and great beat makers out there, engineers and producers, they probably already, this is something they probably learned day one, or been pretty much been educated on a long time ago. But for these is for the beginners that don't know. Of course, there's a lot of videos, tutorials, a lot of videos that explains how to do this and that shows you how to do this, you know, as well. Shout out to all those great channels out there, those producers out there, engineers, teachers out there. You know, Busy Works Beats. You know, shout out, that's my little brother right there. Shout out to Busy Works Beats. A lot of great producers out there. You know, as far as if you want to get like some really good sound bundles, you know, sound kits, sound bundles, whether it's good melodies. Forgive me for jacking the word up. Melodies, good drum loops, all kinds of loops, and just good sounds. instruments, sound bundles, great sound bundles, complete bundles, and great sound kits and stuff like that. I would recommend BusyWorks Beats, one of the best in the industry. And I also would recommend Unison. Unison are great. They're great. They're a great guy. They're great people. I mean, the owner is a great guy. Just like my guy, BusyWorks Beats. Great guys. And if you talking about some of the best bundles, there's a lot of great producers out there, but you're talking about some of the best bundles, best sounds, best sound kits, bundle packs, sound bundle packs. I recommend BusyWorks Beats in Unison. Two of the best in the industry, in the game. But it's a lot of producers. Forgive me if I haven't named you guys. Forgive me if I forgot to name you guys. But it's a lot of great guys out there. A lot of great producers out there. So I guess we're done. So we can go ahead and close FL Studio 12. Now let's go to our folder to make sure. So it's already right here. It's already here, pulled up. And as you can see in our folder, remember, we already had, because what you can do is you can go you can right click, go to view. You can go up here. Let me see. Sometimes I tend to forget how to do things. But or you can go all the way out. I'll tell you what, you can go all the way out and go to view. No. Go to new and then create a new folder. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Then you'll have a new folder. You can just name it. Name the folder whatever you want to name it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a quick way of doing a thing. Right here I got a new folder. So I can just name it. That's just what I did right here. And of course I like to have it, on desktop, of course, or somewhere in documents or either music. But in this case, I'm gonna keep it right here under quick access. So as you can see right here, I have all of my divided tracks that was on the FL Studio 12 mixer. These are all of my divided tracks. Individual tracks, individual inserts, individual patterns, to my beat that I created on FL Studio 12. You know what I mean? So that was just that simple. Just that simple. All right, now what I want to do is I want to open up Cubase 12, which is right here. Hit OK. So now what I want to do is and I'm not going to mix the whole entire beat. I'm not going to mix the whole entire beat. I might only mix a few inserts, a few patterns, you know what I'm saying? Not the whole entire divided tracks, mix the whole entire beat. I'm just going to probably mix and play around with just giving you guys some mix and mastering tips and some things that you can do to perfect the quality of your beat and the sound quality of your beat, and to have it sounding like industry, have it pretty much on that industry level quality, or you can even say industry standard quality. You know what I'm saying? Have the quality that you will hear coming from producers, and some of the best producers in the world in the industry. Having that quality, perfecting the sound, perfecting the quality, having it sound, having that professional sound, that great professional studio. Professional industry quality sound. You know what I mean? Our industry quality. You know what I mean? I'm talking too much. I'm starting to stutter. But anyways, because I guess I want to go here. Click on stereo mastering, and I guess what I want to do is go to desktop, and go to, sorry, the music. Boom, boom. And I guess I go select folder. Boom. Okay, so it didn't. So I guess okay, now I can go to audio file, go to import audio file. Okay, so just in case you guys missed this step, I'm gonna go back out. I'm gonna go all the way out, because this is very important when it comes to mix and mastering a beat or a song. When it comes to Cubase 12, go back to Cubase 12. Now you want to make sure you got your recent recording, scoring, production, and mastering. Make sure it's on mastering, and then you want to click on stereo mastering. And you probably already saw it. And then go to, and then I want to have it in music. So select folder, and go ahead and open. Go ahead and blow this up. Get these things out the way. Now we're gonna go to import audio file, and then now it already has it pulled up. You know, sad emo, sad guitar beat. It has all my inserts, my separated, divided tracks, patterns, each and every one pretty much in its own individual wave file. You know what I mean? Each sound, each drum loop, each melody loop, each all the instruments, effects, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna highlight. We're gonna select all of our individual patterns, individual inserts, individual tracks that we divided on the on FL Studio 12. So boom, and then after we got all of them highlighted, after we highlighted it and selected all of them, we're gonna click on open, hit OK, and now this is gonna pop up. It says insert objects on one track or insert each on different tracks. Now, you can, if you just want the beat, you know what I mean, just the entire beat, you can, I guess if you want to go that route and do it that way, just to perfect the quality, perfect the, the sound, or, work on it that way, that's cool. But I would prefer if you want to edit, if you want to mix, or perfect each sound, each instrument, each effect, whether it's drum loop, melody loop, or each instrument, each sound, you're going to click on different tracks. Boom. And as you can see, every single insert, every single track divided, every single insert pattern, track divided, and we now have the entire beat divided, each track, each pattern divided in Cubase 12. So I can see better. Let's go ahead and do this. I gotta be able to, I like to shrink it, you know what I'm saying, so I can see better, and make it smaller so I can see better, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do this, so normally the mix down up here at the top is going to be the whole beat, the entire beat. It's the whole beat that haven't been mixed and mastered. It's the entire beat that haven't been mixed and mastered. So I'm gonna mute all of this, each track, each pattern, each track, whatever, each insert, and then at the end it has the entire beat also on the very last track. Okay, so we're gonna mute that as well, and let me make sure that I go to, this is very important as well, go to control room, CR, insert, because I got to make sure that I got to make sure that I'm using OBS, but I got to make sure I get sound, I get audio coming from Cubase 12, coming from Cubase 12. So you might want to install, like, for you guys that didn't know this, you can download. It's very free. It's very free to download, and I could put it in the description below. This plugin called Restream, or it's by Reaper, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you can use it so you can be able to get the audio, because I know people are having problems with using OBS, and they can't get, they be struggling and trying to figure out how to get audio coming from Cubase 12, because when they're recording or going live, audio to be able to pick up on OBS, using like certain applications, certain software, or DAWs and stuff, things of that nature. But yes, that's going to be a video for another day on what can help fix that problem. You know what I mean? But it's called Restream. So what we're going to do is go to Restream standalone. It's called Restream. You guys can look it up, or you guys could go download it's very free to download. It's a VST, which is very, 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 very helpful. It's real easy to install, real easy to use, very easy to add to your DAW, to your music editing software, or whatever, like Cubase 12, FL Studio 12, your DAW is very easy to use, very easy to install. So we're gonna click on that, and I want to send audio, and then we're gonna click right here, go to local broadcast, and I should be good to go. Now I'm gonna go back over to OBS, because I had to make sure I got sound. Go back over to OBS. I already got it labeled Cubase 12. And now, like I said, it's another video for another day on how to set everything up on OBS, so you can be able to get sound coming from Cubase 12 using OBS streaming and recording app, which is also free. So go download and install. So I go to settings, make sure everything is straight. So I already have Restream standalone also in OBS. So I'm gonna go to open and receive audio. So okay, now receiving, keep the identifier on default, keep everything the same, but the only thing that's gonna be different is receiving audio. So okay, so we got that set up. Okay, so let's get out of there, and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna get this out the way. So, like, as you can see, each individual pattern, each individual track insert from my mixer from FL Studio 12 is now in Cubase 12. So I'm gonna mute this, and I guess I can start. I guess I can start with my lead guitar. My lead guitar, and let's go ahead and play it. Now, you guys heard how it sounds, how when I gave you a sneak preview on FL Studio 12, you guys hear how it sounded. It sounded just, it wasn't mixed. It wasn't mixed and mastered. I didn't mix the beat, so it sounded distorted. It sounded a little crazy. So it's gonna sound the same. It's gonna sound the same way here on Cubase 12, but we're gonna change that a little bit, because I'm not gonna be able to mix the entire beat in this video. I'm not trying to keep this video. I'm not trying to have this video be very long. Maybe possibly 40 minutes to an hour. Maybe. So I'm gonna just show you guys. I'm just basically showing you guys how you're able to take your beat, your created beat, and bring it from FL Studio that you created in FL Studio, that you made in FL Studio, and bring it over to Cubase 12 to mix and master the same beat. So I think I got my guitar going, my lead guitar. So I don't hear any sound. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to audio connection. Go to stereo out. Click on generic low latency ASIO driver, and that should fix the problem. Let's see if we get sound. So it's slowed down. It slowed down my beat when I brought it over here to Cubase 12. It slowed down my beat. So let's just go back to control room and make sure that everything is still good. Okay, everything is still good. So as you can hear, it slowed down my beat. But that's just an easy fix. So what you want to do, just remember transport panel. I got rid of it. To bring it back, go here, click here, or you can hit F2 on your keyboard, on your computer's keyboard. And to pull it up, or you can just go right here and go to transport panel, and then right here you're going to see the tempo, or basically the BPM. It's going to you're going to put in the BPM. So if you know the BPM by heart, if you know the tempo by heart, if you know the BPM by heart, then just put it in. So right now it's showing 120. That's why it's dragging. That's why it's slow. Of course, we know that my beat is 164 BPM. So let's go ahead and change that. 164, and we should be good to go. Let's hear how it sounds now. See, that was an easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. All right, so let's just start with my lead guitar. Let's dive right in. I think that's my lead guitar. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little frustrated right now. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead. Boom. I'm gonna take this down. And we're gonna start with my lead guitar. Take this down to 5. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is go to mastering. Go to mastering, Lendither. Click on this right here. Now noise shaping, yes, of course, active. So hit that active button. Now output bit depth. I'm going to take this to 24-bit, and that's going to be it for that. You know what I mean? Now let's keep it right here. Let's go and let's play my lead guitar. Let's go ahead and stretch this out a little bit. Let's go ahead and play my lead guitar. Let's go ahead and pull up the mixer. Okay, so everything is good. You want to make sure it sounds good. You want to make sure that it's pretty much at a certain level. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you adjust the volume and things of that nature, which I'm going to show you. But make sure that you also, if the sound doesn't need to be perfected, or it doesn't need to be mixed, or just basically the sound already perfected, you can already hit a quality in the perfected sound. You don't have to really do too much to it. You know what I mean? But in this case, as far as the effect, I want to make it a little bit more. I want to have a different sound to it. Make it a little bit more unique. Add a maybe one or two effects, or plugins, you shall say, as well. You know what I mean? Just to give it a different sound, and maybe liven up my lead guitar a little bit. All right, so the next thing I want to do is go to modulation, and I'm going to auto pan. Now, of course, you're going to hear it going a little bit of left to the right, dip, whatever. It's going to sound a little different. So let's hear how it sounds with the auto pan. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I have my auto pan. So what I'm going to do next, I want to add a little bit of reverb, not a lot, just a little bit, just a tad bit of reverb, not a lot, just a little bit of reverb, a tad bit. So I'll go to reference. My one and only. I think the only one I use when it comes to this particular reverb, when it comes to reverence is the art verb. Now we're gonna take the mix down to let's take the mix down to about 25. Like I said, not a lot of reverb, just a little bit of reverb. It could be a little less reverb than what I got right now on the mix, but I think 25 is gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be okay. I think we safe with 25. Now, so I did that. So now what I want to do is go to my studio EQ, and it's only a few that I use in this studio EQ. Only a few that I would use. Let's look for it. Right here is one of my favorite ones, which is rock guitar. Now basically this is gonna make the lead guitar sound a little bit more fuller. It's now adding the auto pan. Adding the auto pan. Now this adding the rock guitar is going to make it sound a little bit more fuller, but me adding the auto pan is going to give it this unique sort of different sound, and slightly with a slight reverb is going to make it sound a little bit more live, more of a live lead guitar. It's going to make it sound like more of a live lead guitar. So that right here, we're going to add right here on the studio EQ, we add rock guitar. Boom. And I think we can take this up just a little bit. Take it up to probably right there to 6.9 dB. And so let's hear what we got. So let's hear what we got. Sounds a little different, right? I love to go to the mixer. You know, it's an easy way to get there. Of course, F3. But let's see how it's looking on the mixer. So it's a little under 6, which is cool. I want to keep it there. And that's going to be it for my lead guitar. Now, I think right here is my backup guitar. I think it's a backup guitar. I don't know. But I'm going to go to the next sound. So I'm going to mute this. Go to the next sound. This is my backup guitar, which is insert 2. We just got through doing insert 3. We just got through doing insert 2, the first insert, the first pattern or track, the first track. You know, that was showed on FL Studio 12. That's why I say first track. You know, or pattern 2, whatever. You know, because I don't even think I had a pattern 1. But anyways, let's get to the next track. Now for this, we're gonna do the same thing. So it sounds good. Sounds good. We're just gonna give it. We're just gonna make it sound just a little different. We're just gonna make it sound just a little different. That's all. So we're gonna so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it down to 5. Of course, the first step, go to my mastering, go to Lin. I call it Mr. Lin. Let's go ahead and noise shaping, active. As far as this. Yes, also 24-bit. And the next step, we're gonna go. Next up, we're gonna and it's gonna be the same thing for this. We're gonna go to modulation and auto pan. Also, studio EQ. Take it up just a little bit. Take it up to probably about. Take it up to about like 5.1 dB. Now for this one, let's see if we can find it. So right here, we're going to go to acoustic pick right here. Acoustic, we're going to click on that. Acoustic pick guitar. And now let's play it. Also, like we did for like the previous insert, the previous pattern track, we're gonna add a slight reverb, just a little bit of reverb, not a lot. Go to reverse, click on that, and of course I'm gonna go to my best friend, Artverb, and this one I think we're just gonna do 25 as well. Or we'll take it to 27. We'll take it to 27. Maybe 30. So let's go to the mixer, see how it's looking on the mixer. let's go ahead and get this all out the way. All right, now now we're going to go to Studio EQ. We're going to take it up just a little bit. We're going to take it up probably to like 5, maybe 5.7 dB. And that's perfect. Now we're going to see how the backup guitar and the lead guitar sounds together. Let's go ahead and play it together. No, it sounds great. It sounds great. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and mute. I'm gonna go ahead and mute. Now I know this is with all the instruments and all the sounds and the effects and everything. The entire beat, you know, is, like I said, it's all over the place because it's not mixed and mastered. Of course, what I've played with so far, the lead instrument, the lead guitar, the backup guitar, my two sounds, you know what I mean? Of course it sounds better. I played with it and made it, it already sounded good. All you really had to do was pretty much adjust the volume. It already sounded good, but just to make it sound a little bit more fuller, a little bit more liver. You know what I'm saying? Of course that's what I did to it. You know what I mean? It's part of the mixing process. Now when I go to the entire beat, look, just listen to how rough it sounds. Listen to how rough it sounds. Distorted, right? It sounds distorted. You know what I'm saying? Sound distorted. Sounds all over the place. Not mixed. Not none of that. You know what I'm saying? So of course that's why we're here to give you to fix it. That's why we're here to mix and master. You know what I'm saying? And perfect the quality. Perfect the beat. Give the beat some help. Give the beat some treatment. Some special treatment. All right, so like I said, I'm not gonna mix this whole entire beat. I think that can be another video. Let me see. Let me look at the time. It's 48 minutes, so time is almost up. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my and shout out to Unison. Sometimes I like to create my own drum loop, you know what I mean, things of that nature, my own kicks, 808s, claps, sometimes snares, top hat, hi-hat, percussions and things of that nature. But I think this one was awesome drum loop by Unison, so I had to use it. Like Unison, other than Busy Works Beats, my guy Game, Unison, my guy Sep, you know what I'm saying? Between those two guys have the best drum loops, melody loops, all kind of loops. They are some of the best in the industry right now, best in the game right now. But shout out to all the great producers and engineers and beat makers and producers / engineers and artists out there, and creators out there. You know what I mean? So I guess I can go to now my drum loop, and I don't have to do too much to this drum loop. Maybe just adjust the volume, or maybe You know, not to make it sound distorted. So you got to know what you're doing, but just probably make it a little bit more fuller. Make it a little bit more fuller, add a little bit more thump, you know, to the drum loop. But it's already the drum loop was already perfected. The drum loop was already mixed perfectly well. You know, already perfected. Already, they did a great job. You know, the drum loop is already like done. Like all the instruments, as far as that's a part of the drum loop, you know, is already just pretty much already a done deal. You know what I'm saying? It's already it's already done. You know what I mean? Already perfected. Already sounds good. But we can just make it a little bit more fuller, I shall say. Optimize it a little bit. If you don't know what I mean, I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead and listen. So what I want to do is take this down to 5. And what first thing I'm going to do, you know, the first thing I'm going to do is go to mastering, go to my best friend Lynn, click on Lynn, and I gotta add all of my plugins. I got a lot of plugins I need to add to Cubase 12. You know what I mean? I haven't had Cubase 12 for that long. I haven't had the software for too long. I'm just, you know, just not mess. You know, I'm just, you know, I messed with it, you know, a few times, but you know, I'm still kind of new to Cubase 12. My previous was a classic, was Cubase 5. I know you guys gonna be like, what? He got 12 and his previous one was 5. Like, where have he been all those years? I feel y'all, man. It is what it is, man. Sometimes I hold on to a classic. I hold on to a great software, to a great music editing, music production software when it's a good one, you know, unless, you know, it's far behind and it forces me to upgrade, then I upgrade. I got Cubase. I went from 5 to 12. Yeah, let's go. So I'll go to mastering, go to Lin, boom, noise shaping, active. In this case, yeah, we do 24-bit output bit depth, and let's go back, take it back. And so now what I'm going to do is go to dynamics, go to maximizer. See, it already sounded, it's already, see, it's giving that extra push, that extra thump. You know what I'm saying? Giving that extra push, that extra thump, you know, making it, because it's already the drum loop already sounds good. It's just giving it a little bit more thump, a little bit more push, a little bit more kick. You know, I mean, making it sound a little bit more fuller. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna go to my. It's already on Loud and Proud, but these are the only two that I use: Loud and Proud, and or I go to Master Bus Dynamics are cool. You know, I click on that and just listen to how it's gonna sound. Like, listen to this. It's on modern. I like the classic. But I'm going to stick with Loud and Proud this time around on my drum loops. Now you see around here it says optimize. I'm going to take this up to about 9%. I'm going to take that up to about 9%. Now you see how it give you that extra kick, that extra boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 that extra boom, boom. It give you that extra boom, that extra thump, that extra kick, that extra. It gives it that extra. It gives it a little bit more drive. But I optimized it a little bit, you know, of course, and I just made it sound a little bit more fuller. You know what I mean? The whole entire drum loop. So let's see how we're looking on the mixer. It don't sound distorted. It still sounds good, because you don't want to overdo things and not knowing what you're doing, and it's going to sound distorted, and it's going to sound hot mess. It's going to sound a hot mess. Anyways, let's go to mixer. Let's take it back. And then let's go to mixer. Let's see how I'm looking on the mixer. Perfect. Right under 6. I don't never allow it to go over 6 or be clicking right there at 0. I always allow it to stay under 6. Now in this case, I can take it right there at 6. So I go to my output, take that up to probably about 2.1 dB. And I hope that's not doing too much. Man, you hear that? And it's clicking, and it's now right there at 6. Not past 6, right under 6. Just how I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Look at the time. Almost at a minute. Almost at an hour. So let's go ahead and let's listen to along with the drum loop. Let's listen to the lead guitar and the backup guitar. See how much better that's do you hear how much better that sounds? Do you hear how much better that sounds? And I haven't even messed with the other effects, the other sounds or anything yet. You know what I mean? That might be part 2. Yeah, I might do a part 2 to this video. Let's take it to the beginning before I get out of here. Let's take it to the beginning. Hey, well that concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something from the beginners, for the newcomers. Hope you guys learned something. Hope this educated you. Hope this educated you enough for you to go in there and have fun, be creative, learn, have fun. But the key is having fun, being creative, and play around with it. You know what I mean? You might discover some things on your own. You might learn some things on your own. That's how a lot of us old heads, you know what I mean? Well, I'm still young, but kind of old. That's how some of us young old heads, discovered how to do certain things on these softwares, music editing software, it's just some of us went to school to learn how to do this stuff, was educated, and learned so much, and learned so many techniques, so many strategies, learned so many tricks, I've gotten tips from some of the best engineers, some of the best teachers, some of the best music educators and things of that nature. You're never too old to learn. You know what I mean? You can still be 50-year-old producer and still learning new tricks, or still learning new things, or still being educated on how to perfect and take it to the next level, or how to evolve, how to transform transform and become a complete elite level producer. Yeah. But Andrew Tucker / Andrew Tucker Beats, and I'm out. God bless you all.